Hi, this video is on how to turn a Adobe PDF into a fillable form for students. And really the first step is to turn your worksheet into a PDF. And the easiest way to do that is to use your copier that's in the office area or the teacher area. And it depends on what kind of copier you're using. So I can't really give you a instructional video on how to convert it to a PDF itself. It's really easy. You just click send to email on most of them, and you could talk to your office staff on how to do that. Once you get that done, you're going to open up with Adobe Acrobat, and you need to have Adobe Acrobat installed on your computer, and then you would open up the PDF that you want to turn into a fillable form as a PDF in Adobe Acrobat. And this is Adobe Acrobat Pro that I'm looking at right here. You would want to open the tools, and I normally leave mine open up here on the right hand side where it says tools, and you go down to where it says forms, and as soon as I click edit, it's going to have a pop-up, and that pop-up says currently there are no form fields. Do you want it to detect form fields? If you say yes, it's going to go through your form really fast and put in a bunch of fields. Now, a lot of times these fields aren't in the right place. So for instance, on this elementary school form, the fields are off, right? Because it sees all these as separate fields. So I then have to go through and correct them. And I'm going to go ahead and leave, because that we're actually writing, I'm going to leave above and below each of these as a separate field so that the student has even more room to type in if they need to, realizing that you can't have any font that's going to be big enough to cross over the whole thing. So I've got a field there and there. I come down here, there's a big field inside this drawing area, which probably is not going to be able to use for drawing. It saw these lines down here as fields, so I just click on them and go through and delete those, because obviously those aren't fields. That's just the bottom of the form that it saw that line there. And then I go down, same thing, I'm just dragging them down to where I would actually want them to fill in. I kind of make the box bigger like that, so it fills in that whole area. And this process, you can see, will take me about a minute to go through, and the more comfortable you are doing, the faster obviously it gets. It didn't see a field up here, but it saw a silly one down there, so I'm going to go ahead and just drag this form up there and make it the size of this box there. So if there was something to fill in there, you'd have that as well. And there's one left down here. I'm going to delete that one. And now all these are form fields. So I'm going to go ahead and say File, and I'm going to save that form. And then I'm going to reopen it with Adobe PDF or Adobe Reader, which is what we normally see. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. And then you'll see when I reopen that same form, then in Adobe Reader, now all these forms, lines here are fillable forms, and the student then can type in those fields, as opposed to before they wouldn't have been able to do that. So where normally you can't type in a PDF, now all of these areas are typable areas that we've made for the student to be able to interact with on the form, as opposed to just have something that they can download and can actually work on for students that need to be able to use this with the typing program. And that's it.